Hello, church. We're doing our daily Bible reading, looking at 1 Chronicles chapters 4 through 6 today, and our word of the day is children. Now, there's going to be a lot of children, a lot of names as we continue to read through even the next few chapters, but just bear with it. Once again, there's God's promise, His sovereignty, His blessing of children. That's even going back to Abraham. That was God's promise, right? From one man, from Abraham, his faith, even though he was only eventually able to have Isaac after a long-awaited son, we see that God has blessed his people. He's blessed Abraham, he's blessed their faith, and has provided them this large amount of offspring over obviously a long period of time. And so children are a blessing, and there's once again a desire here to even see as the Israelites are coming out of exile, God's faithfulness through the generations, and I think that even encourages them in their difficult spot, right? We can see, look, generation after generation after generation after generation after generation, we see God working and moving and guiding. And so for our generation and our kids who are now able to come back and dwell in this promised land, there should be a hope for their future, right? And hope is a very important thing to have. But the other interesting component here, as we look at all these names and children and the genealogies that come through here, in the end of towards the middle of the chapter, it's a long chapter 6, we see this description of the musicians in the house of the Lord. And it kind of seems a little strange. Is okay, we're going all these genealogies. Why stop here? Why look at this? But I think it's important, right, that God is a God who created music. And so as a element of our experience and our joy, we are to use music to worship God. And so he kind of gives this description of who these musicians were and their jobs as a priest to worship God through music. And that's, once again, it's an important component of why we even still sing today. While music is, once again, a blessing, a gift from God, just the melodies and just everything else, the beauty that music can have, ultimately points to a God, a creator that enjoys creativity with the different instruments and songs that we can create. Once again, just having our focus and devotion on Him. So use music to help your children learn about the Lord, right? Music and children are two great blessings from God. All right, have a great day, church.